When you purchase the Bellwork interactive notebook, it comes with 9 weeks of Bellwork that each have 5 blank slides. However, you might want to pre-make certain Bellwork, and because each teacher does Bellwork differently, we did not create templates for this. However, I want to go through real quick and show you how you can make an interactive Bellwork question. So what you're going to do first is travel up to View, and then you're going to click on Master, and that's going to open the master view. So on the left hand side here, you can see all of the pre-made pages that are already in your presentation. If you want to create something new, you can duplicate a slide. So I just clicked right click, duplicate layout, and it brings me a new slide. And let's say I want students to maybe compare and contrast or use a Venn diagram. I can use all of the functions that are up on my toolbar by adding in a shape. So I'll just create a circle. I want it to be transparent, so I will take the background out of it. You can increase your border weight. If I wanted it to be dots, I could do that. And then if I want another one, I can just copy and paste it and then organize those as I see fit. If I want to give directions for students, I click the text box. I can draw my text box and I can type in any directions that I want students to have. Anytime that I use the text box function, that is something that students will not be able to edit. If I want them to compose something, I go back up to the text box and I want to click subtitle placeholder. I'll click on that, and then I can just drag a box down wherever I want them to type, and that will just create a text box for them. So now, if I want to input this Bellwork page, if I am in week 1 over here on my sidebar, I can just click on it. I will go to the drop down arrow up at there's a plus sign for more slides, and I'll click the arrow and it brings up anything that I have created in the master view. So this is the slide that we just created. So I click on that and it automatically inputs that into my week 1. So now you can see up here, students cannot click on the directions. They cannot manipulate that. They cannot move circles. But if I click down here, they can type in the text box. So if you want them to type, you can insert those subtitle placeholders wherever you want. If I wanted to have students insert maybe a sticky note, you can utilize either space on either side of the slide to do that. So I can just click insert, image, search the web, and then you can have them do a sticky note. Oops. It will bring up options, so you can just select one, insert it, and then they can adjust it to the size that they want. They can add a text box onto it to type their answers, and then if you have your text box highlighted and then you click shift and you highlight all of it, you can group it, which is on a double click or a right click, and then those two things will be attached to each other, so they could move that text box wherever you want to. You could also create that page with things in the margins prior to sharing it with your students. And so this is something where you could create ahead of time and have students share with them, or if they all have a copy, you can create it in the master and then they can just add it over on the drop down. The only thing when you create a new slide, that the links that are currently on the tabs will not be in place if you choose a new one. So the easy workaround to that is that I will just go to another page that already has our links. And so if I want slide 27, or for the 5th week, they click on the 5, it automatically takes them to the beginning of that week. So we were working in the 1st week, so I clicked back on that and I found the page that we had been working on. I'm going to go to the page prior where all of the links work, and I am going to highlight those by just clicking and dragging so that everything is highlighted. I'm going to click Command C for copy, and then I am going to do Command V for paste on the slide that we created, and then those tabs will already take them to wherever it is desired. And so no matter how many pages that you add in, it will always link to the beginning of that week.